Yo, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. Danny here, bringing you more of the latest Manchester United news and loads of news about the Manchester United midfield overhaul that is taking place this summer. But just before we get into it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All done? Let's just get into the news. Let's start with TCHOUAMENI. So there's been news about Manchester United possibly being in for TCHOUAMENI. And this is not really new news. This kind of surfaced about a month ago, died down, and now it has surfaced again. He's being linked along with Leon Goretzka to Manchester United. Apparently, TCHOUAMENI might find himself on the outside of Real Madrid's midfield this year. They're trying this whole diamond formation at the moment at Real Madrid, but it is not exactly working out. They're okay going forward, but defensively they are struggling, which could see them drop TCHOUAMENI out of their starting lineup with having a lineup similar to maybe a Jude Bellingham, Luka Modric, and maybe Federico Valverde, and they have Camavinga there as well. So it's looking increasingly likely that TCHOUAMENI could leave the club. But if I'm being very honest, I don't think he will leave. I don't know why he would leave a club like Real Madrid to come to Manchester United. Maybe because Casemiro did it, he's going to follow suit. But I do not see this deal happening whatsoever. If I see him going to a club, he's been linked a lot to like Liverpool as well. So maybe I can see him going to a place like Liverpool rather than a place like Manchester United. But Leon Goretzka, that's an interesting one. Now, he's been dubbed as the German Scott McTominay, which I believe is completely wrong. I see Leon Goretzka light years ahead of Scott McTominay. Dude is a workaholic in that midfield, and I think he'd be an excellent addition to our midfield. But he's been dropped by Thomas Tuchel. Not sure for how long. It doesn't seem like he is in Thomas Tuchel's plans at Bayern Munich. But I also don't see this one happening either. Might be a bit too expensive for what we're looking for. Plus, we've got other midfield deals happening at the moment, which we are going to get into in just a little bit. But for the likes of I'm just going to say TCHOUAMENI. I can't say his first name for some reason. And Leon Goretzka, I don't see, these are just paper talk deals. Both these transfers are coming out of The Guardian, so a pretty reliable source. Guardian does pretty well talking about transfers and whatnot, but I think this is just to drum up interest, especially with the likes of Leon Goretzka. It's not very often that we get players from Bayern Munich. I think Sabitzer was the exception. And he was only on a loan as well. So don't hold your breath for TCHOUAMENI or Leon Goretzka. If they're going to go anywhere, I see a TCHOUAMENI going to the likes of Liverpool, and Goretzka, he's been linked to, I think he was linked to West Ham. I definitely don't see him going there. I think he's too good of a player for West Ham. No offense, West Ham. So I see him maybe going to like a Dortmund, staying in the Bundesliga, or going to another top 4, top 6 club in Europe. So we are a top 4, top 6 club in Europe, but I just don't think we have our eyes set on other midfielders, and I don't think Leon Goretzka is one of them. But maybe if the midfielder that we are looking at does, for some reason, fall through, Goretzka could be a great option. I think he would be an excellent option. I'm a big fan of Leon Goretzka. I know not a lot of people are, but he is awesome. I'm a big fan of TCHOUAMENI as well. Huge fan of TCHOUAMENI. I thought we were going to get him a couple years ago, but he decided to go to Real Madrid. But yeah, I guess I'm only reporting this because it's in the news, it's in the papers. But yeah, don't see these as likely. Very, very unlikely. But anyway, keeping on the midfielder topic, the midfielder we have been linked to is Sofyan Amrabat. We've been talking about this one for months and not months, but weeks and weeks and weeks. Sorry, long day again. But yeah, apparently he is now on a flight or getting ready to fly to England, which could mean that he's getting ready to sign documents for Manchester United. Probably going to get a here we go on that within the next week or two. We need to get I mean, I've said it on this channel over and over again, so I apologize for I have to keep repeating this stuff, but Donnie and Fred both need to go, or at least one of them need to go, so we can fund this move for AMRABAT. He won't come in until one of those are out. And I did report the other days that Galatasaray looked to be out of the race for Fred. I believe that was reported by Fabrizio Romano, so it's getting a bit tougher to get Fred out, but there are other clubs interested, such as Fulham and maybe even Saudi Arabia. So it is likely that Fred will leave, but also West Ham are in for Scott McTominay. They are interested in him. It's an interesting thing happening with West Ham at the moment. They haven't signed any players, and we all know they've got a bucket load of cash. They've been turned down by Fulham for, I think, Paulinho. They've also walked away from a James Ward-Prowse deal. So maybe McTominay could end up going there for around 30 to 35 million, and we use that money to fund Sophie and Amrabat. Maybe Fred ends up staying. I highly doubt that. I think both of them could go. But yeah, Sophie and Amrabat looks to be on his way to the UK as we speak. Probably just getting a hotel and chilling, waiting for that phone call from Erik ten Hag to say, hey, come down here, sign these papers, let's get a medical, let's get you in. Don't expect him to be, in the squad at all this weekend. I mean, we haven't even got a here we go. I don't even expect him to be in the squad by the Wolves game on the 14th. So, yeah. But I believe he will sign. It's just a matter of getting some players out, just getting those funds raised to sign them. I even do think if we don't end up raising those funds, we might just go out and buy him anyway. It seems like a deal that is already like 95% done. So good news. We have a complete midfield overhaul this summer. It's been a pretty nice thing to see. I've said for years now that our midfield is one of the worst in the league, one of the weakest. When we had that McFred in the middle, we've had guys like Andreas Pereira. Just really, our midfield has been weak for some time now, and now it's really getting strong. It's getting good depth. I would say we have one of the top midfields now in the Premier League. Not number one, but maybe a number two when it comes to midfield strength in the league. It's very exciting, and it's very, very cool to see. But yeah, anyway, let's keep on. We've got some more outs going. So the other day, I think I may have been the first channel to say this, is that Everton are in for Harry Maguire, and now they are really actually stepping up that interest in Harry Maguire. Yes, West Ham are still interested, but that just seems like a very difficult deal at the moment. I think they're trying to focus on revamping their midfield a bit, but yes, Everton, this is coming from BBC, which can be quite reliable, Football Insider. Basically, every source you can think of is reporting this. Concrete interest around 35 million for Harry Maguire. Get it done. Let's get him out of here. I think he is perfect for a Sean Dyche style. He is. Look, whether you admit it or not, whether you'd like to admit it or not, Harry Maguire is a decent defender, just not for what we do. He is excellent at sitting back and heading balls away. He's really good at just getting his head on things. He's got a big old head, and he uses it to bat the ball away. He's really good in that aspect of defense. And going forward, Sean Dyche really relies on a lot of set piece action play for getting their goals. So I think having a Maguire in there could really, really help them accomplish that of what Sean Dyche wants. So, yeah, I think he is a perfect player for Everton. A perfect player for West Ham. It's just, will he go to a club lower? I don't know. I've said all along, I see him staying during the summer and leaving in the wintertime. I think he will really start to worry about his place in the England squad come January. I still think he's a bit relaxed about it now because he still features in that squad. But once he gets dropped, which could happen on that international break, one of the breaks that happens between the start of the season and January, I think there's one or two like in October, November. If he gets dropped on those internationals, that is going to be a big kick up the ass to hopefully get out of the club in January. I don't see him leaving during the summer, and I could be very wrong, and I hope I'm very wrong. He needs to get up and leave. But yeah, Everton looks like the team. They are the leading club right now for Harry Maguire. And I guess it's just a sit and wait thing. The most likeliest of outs at the moment is Fred and Donny. Donny looks to be going to Spain. I think that might be getting sorted in the coming days. Fred looks to be getting on his way out. And then it's really a toss-up of who goes next. It could be McTominay. It could be Maguire. Hell, it could be Jadon Sancho even. Who knows? But I would put my hat on Fred, McTominay, and one of Fred, Donny, and one of McTominay or Maguire going, and Sophie and Amrabat coming in. So yeah, that's the news I have for you this afternoon / kind of this evening. It was a bit late today. Let me know what you think. What players do you want to see move out? What players do you want to see move into the club? Sophie and Amrabat, Harry Maguire, Donny van der Beek, all these guys could be coming in, could be coming out. Who knows what's going to happen? But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and the big one, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all this weekend on some more focus type videos as well. And just before I go, the other day I did announce I will be doing a weekly live show. I accidentally said it was on a Thursday. My bad. We're going to be going live every Monday. A bit of an exception. No, not really a bit of an exception. We're even going to go live on that Monday of the Wolves game. It's going to start from 7 and go to around 7:45, 8 p.m. We'll do a little build up to that Wolves game, but we won't be playing every Monday. So from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Monday, we're going to talk everything Premier League, the games over the weekend. We'll talk Manchester United, transfers, just a bunch. I just want to talk with you guys about football. So yeah, look forward to that starting in about 10 days or so. Every Monday, we're going to be doing a show called The Football Focus from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Monday. I look forward to seeing you all on that, and I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe once again, and I'll see you later. Peace.